Now we're live now, boys.
It's all right.
The one that very rocks up these days, man. No, honestly, fucking welcome to Mensophology, man.
Mensophology, and we got, who do we have? We have the A-team, bro. Fucking obviously we have the A-team, and I'm going to swear because, you know.
It's all right. We can do a bit of swearing there and there. It's fine.
But look, we'll start it off. You introduce yourselves.
So go.
Start with Danny and we'll go like that.
Go around. Come on, baby. I gotta put you on the spot.
DabkeAus.
No, but hey, grab. No. Talk to us, but also grab the mic, grab the microphone, don't make love to it, but just grab it.
I'm gonna talk to them because you guys know me, so it's awkward. Alright, guys, my name is Danny.
Guys, bring it. Bahiyatak, bring it. That's what's that.
My name is Danny Rod.
Dabke crew.
I'm about to get admitted tomorrow, so I will be a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales.
Yeah, the boys.
Yeah,
They're the boys.
Danny Rod.
We'll come back and talk about your talents. How about that? The Dabke talents done. Yeah. Hey, Baris.
Yeah, baby.
Boys, bring it close because then I'll have difficulty editing these things later.
Right.
Yeah, here we go.
There you go. My name's Baris. That's about it. Yeah. I'm not a drummer. I used to play drums.
The Turkish army, bro. What else do you want?
And by the way, he's the Turk in the group. I'm the Turk.
Bro, we're quite multicultural. You got Iraqis, you got Lebanese, you got Turks, Palestinians. Bro, honestly, thanks to this country, man.
We were all Palestinians at one point.
Indeed. I love it. Use this one, and then I'll pass that one.
Me and Baris next to each other look like fairy floss. I just noticed it.
The youngest in the crew, mate.
How are we?
How are we, mate?
I'm Jeremy Saad. I'm a drummer and
And a manager.
a manager.
And a receptionist.
And the client. That's about it.
I'm Christopher Maimoon. We all started in the A-team together. This is my brother. We own the excavation business together.
Maicon.
And we're from Luddenham. We're from the sticks.
Oh my God.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am Tony, founder of the A-Team Entertainment. My brother Elias. We came out 2019.
We've been up for 10 years.
10 years. What do you mean? 2016.
2016. Is that 10 years? I don't know.
No, I started 2016.
Oh, he started 2016, but it was all.
He was actually one of the first. One of the first. Him and Chris were one of the first boys to join the group.
With Alex.
Yeah.
And all thanks to my brother Elias.
Yeah, mate. Kicking it.
To jump on the ship.
That's it.
Yeah, bro.
The
Hey,
doing well
guys.
right now, bro. I'm not gonna complain.
And I'm Elias Ayub.
At least talk to the mic. You're killing me, bro. That's what you did the other day.
The
Fuck my life.
director
And direct.
of the A-Team Entertainment, and these are my brothers. This is where it all started. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the best of the best.
Yeah, the boys.
The best of the best.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
man,
boys.
Let's do it, baby.
I think when we caught up last week, that wasn't even the plan. That wasn't part of it. I called him probably like 5 days before. I'm like, hey, bro, you down? He's like, I'm in Bali. Let me go to Spain, bro. You come back. I'm like, all right. What's next? He's like, I'm like, look, I've got this podcast. You're the first one that popped into mind when it comes to entertainment. I trust you. I know you've got my best intention. I got your best intention at heart. And he's like, let's do it. Happened so quickly. We sat, within 10 minutes, he was like a bit on edge. And then within 10 minutes, you're like, bro, I love this. I can see him. He's like glittery everywhere. He's like, the butterfly thing. I'm like, we're doing this again. Then he walks to the car in the back after we finish. And he's like, we're bringing the whole team next week. I'm like, I'm sold, bro. You're making my job easy. You know what I'm saying?
Had to be done, man. Had to be done. I had to show the people what we
what we on about.
with, man. So,
and that's what it is. I feel like these sort of collaborations are important, not just for the business, not just for the industry, but it's also for networking, because you get to meet so many different people with different like expertise, not just the entertainment. We've got excavators, we've got fucking plumbers, constructions, we've got bloody lawyer now. He can save my ass if anything happens one day.
And we got you, Dr. Mansif.
You
We
know what I'm
got
saying?
you. Yeah.
So it's so much entertainment. Hey, and then you're not getting any medical certificates. You're not getting. So I'm really glad this is happening. So boys, I'm really honestly welcome to our podcast. Welcome to this wonderful episode. Where I think we're gonna generate a bit of good banter and drama after that.
Thanks for having us, man.
Nah, man, pleasure. So Danny boy, I'm gonna put everything.
Good, Daddy.
Danny.
Danny, do you know what? All right, Yahya's asking all the questions, but do you know what? Since you're shy, man, give us your experience with the 18.
Exactly. There you go.
Give us some experience, man.
Do that.
Yeah, cuz.
Wow.
In what sense of like?
How long
my
you been drumming
experience
for
of
us,
The
man?
lawyer, bro, it's going to be 15 questions before you actually answer the line.
Man, you know what? Now that I think of it, but I'll probably start with the A team in like 2000 and was it, I don't know, 16 or 17.
Yeah, most of the boys started around there.
But like we came in a crew to the A team.
Yeah.
And I'm probably like the last one that stayed.
True, I agree.
From that crew.
We were all ZL boys.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah. And
That's
then
right.
we all just
We
sort of
all ZL.
dispersed and then found our way back.
We was at all, and then
Yeah.
we didn't know where to go.
Exactly.
We went to AMW. Shout out to AMW. And we went to our different other crews, but we stuck with A team.
Yeah, man.
And from there, we stayed.
Why did you stay?
Why'd you stay?
Because of a lot of things. I don't want to be rude.
You're not being rude, bro.
No, hey, bro.
It is. But just,
This is your experience, man.
I don't know. The Eli's the best.
Thanks, brother.
Eli's the best. And when you're working with the best, you become even better. And I don't know, it was just fun. And it was I think it was the next best thing after Zafat Lebanon. And you would know how upset I was.
We were all very
all the
upset.
boys,
We were all very
OG.
upset. I mean, I was sort of forced to move because I had to go interstate and study. So I sort of was interrupted with with the drumming industry. But you guys went from the best to we need to find another best crew.
Yeah,
Because you can't play with anyone after that. It's like you've sort of tasted quality. You can't sort of backtrack.
Yeah,
on
but
it.
don't forget how many years that was ago, so.
yeah, bad.
How old were you when you started?
Drumming?
Yeah.
With Ellie.
I was probably 16. 16
Yeah,
or
all babies, man.
16 or 17. Yeah, 16 or 17.
So how did it feel start? Because I'm 17, so I'm trying to like compete. But how did that feel starting at 16?
With Ellie.
Yeah.
Was the beat that long at that
For
time?
me,
or was it-
not starting with. I feel like. Look, I'll be very honest. Like, I don't think. Did you start A team a year before or 2 years?
3 years before, yeah.
Because I didn't know about A team. I did not know anything about it. All in my head was it was ZL, and like I didn't care about anything else. Like I was just ZL always, and then and it was I was just always with this group of boys. Like
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you're used to them. Yeah.
you know which boys I'm talking about. I was always with them. So wherever they went, I was just with them.
There's a bit of drama here. We'll get to it.
I don't know why Jeremy's laughing. Jeremy, maybe you should talk.
Yeah, big Jeremy, son.
We spoke about you, bro, a lot in the other. So you better.
I'll show you how to talk.
When you were 10, right? 10?
Yeah.
Okay, give me the mic. When you were 10, were you obviously you weren't as talented as you are now, obviously, but were you still comparable to, like, what's the reason that he chose you? What do you think?
You tell him the truth.
I don't think it was how I play. I think it was more my passion and how much I loved it.
Yeah.
That's what I think he chose me.
Is that what you saw in him?
Like I said, man, I saw it right through his eyes, man. He was, his little gun. Should have seen that video I seen, man. As I said in podcast 1, you should have seen that video. Hi, my name's Jeremy, and this is my Lebanese drum. And he went wild. Oh, man, yeah, I seen it straight through his eyes, man. Like I said, I rang up his mum literally 2 days after and said, sorry, he's mine. And she said, no. And then I kept bugging her, and look, 10 years later,
Adopting, bro.
that's been baby Jeremy, man. You know, it's just a big shit.
Like kind of, I don't know, man.
You just skinny kid in the suburbs, trying to get out of the suburbs.
At the time, I guess. I
Were you
was
always into the flute and the clarinet?
Yeah,
or how,
yeah,
when
of
did that
course.
start?
like, I started playing the
camera,
flute
show
and
the
stuff when I was. Sorry, I just got sidetracked, bro. I just got completely sidetracked, bro. I saw Franco's. Oh, no,
I love it. Sorry, we cut you off there, bro.
Back in high school, like I started getting more serious into music. I started playing the flute, and then yeah, I was just like working for everyone, kind of thing. Ellie called me a few times. You know, he's like, "Come play, do a gig, this, that," and then I guess he liked me, and then he just kept booking me, and then yeah, it just went from there, bro.
You were a baby too, bro.
Yeah, bro. And I had like
Big
long hair.
fuzzy head that you had, the Mitsubishi Lancer. It was the best, man. One of the good old days.
I think there's always boys that come and go in the industry, but what's beautiful is that there's always those core members that will always stick around. Even if they don't play, you know they'll be around.
Yeah.
So, and that's the amazing thing about a strong crew, regardless. I think it's the way I look at it, because we talked about it. It's not just entertainment, it's the business part of it. So how do you maintain these relationships with these people? Because at the end of the day, those are the forefront of your crew. And I think having such, not just talents, but also very well reliable individuals makes your job 10 times easier.
It does make it easier, but not just that, man. We've become a brotherhood, man. You know, like we will do anything and everything for each other, no matter what. So,
Do you have
that's
100?
what
Do you have
makes it-
100K I can
that's what
borrow?
makes it- I like- yeah, it's chaos. But it's but yeah, that's what made the A team, man. Brotherhood. Everyone's trust. There's a lot of trust in this group, man. You know, anyone asks for anything, it's literally there in a second. We will do whatever it takes for each other. So
And now let's put the show on you guys.
the Maicon boys, our proper proud sponsors, mate. These guys are my boys.
All
Here.
day, every day.
Tell us more about your your personal sort of excavation business.
I'll start and then my brother can continue. So I'm the oldest. I'm 31. I started excavation. I started excavation about 11 years ago now. I've been in it for 11 years, and I've been working music since I was maybe, I think, 14 was my first gig with Alex Yazbek in AMW. Shout out. Anyway, I started with them, and then I met a few other boys, and then Ellie collaborated with Alex, and we went to Melbourne, and that was one of the trips I'll never ever forget. Doing handbrakes in the middle of Melbourne.
Bro, that's every trip.
Going over islands in a minibus. Just never ever forget it. And then
Bro, Hertz Rental's gonna see this video and be like,
since that day, I said to myself, man, I love this guy. And then
This is this guy. I love this guy.
on that trip, me and we became friends, me and Ellie. And then I told Ellie, look, whenever you need drummers, let me know. And he had already the A team going. And then he goes, all right, no worries. And it started 1 gig, 2 gigs, whatever. And then became permanent and full time.
Full time.
Full time.
God.
You guys still play full time, right?
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
play full time now, but I'm married. I've got a kid now, so
As the fatherhood.
honestly, whoever doesn't have kids yet, I hope everyone has that opportunity. Yeah. But it's an amazing feeling. Like, I can't explain it. You have to have it to know what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, everyone talks about it, and I was one of those people where, like, everyone would talk about their kids. I'd be like, oh my God. But then once you have a kid, it's a different ball game. And then, yeah.
No
and
longer
then,
the priority, man.
yeah, that's it. Your whole life changes. Everything about your life changes. You don't want to do what you used to want to do, and you don't care about anything else. You just want to come home, see them smile, feed them, put them to bed. Like, it's just it's an amazing feeling. And then going along that, my brother was maybe 15 when he first started coming with me. So I'm 6 years older than Chris. And I used to bring him with me, and he used to watch music. Like, he just used to watch us, and then he picked up a drum, and we started. And then for the next 8 years, every single weekend we were together, every single gig for Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So a very
Proper bonding, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly,
Proper bond
music
every
bonded us like in a different level, and obviously we work together, which obviously makes it like a little bit challenging because we're stressed out at each other, we have different views of doing things or whatever, but we've managed to work like really well together, and I think we're an ultimate duo, to be honest. Like,
You guys are
Ultimate duo.
yeah,
Like Milo duo. I love that.
Chris, take over, buddy.
Speaking of mileage, you want to take over?
Yeah, I'm the younger brother. I'm 6 years younger.
6 years, bro.
6 years, yeah, bro. And yeah, I remember we used to do these little gigs together, and then it was like every single week, and then we started to work together, and then it was from working every day together. Like we'd be at a job site together every single day for more than 8 hours, 10 hours. Then we'd race back home, have a shower each, quickly get dressed, and then we'd go back tonight and drum together. And that was for years and years and years and years, bro. Every day, all day. It was like, yeah, literally as well, always late. But yeah, bro. And then when we started working for Eli, because my brother met him first, and then he's like, "Hey, bro, I met this guy. Like he's a little bit cooked out and whatever." No, I'm joking. No, he's like, "Hey, bro, look, I booked us in for this gig next week. You're gonna meet a new guy, blah blah. Like he's a champion, whatever." Met him from that day on. Like it was like fucking every week.
House on fire, bro.
Yeah, literally like a house on fire. Then we became so close, and we worked together during the day. Us and Ellie.
Yeah, Ellie, you were doing mainly plumbing?
No, excavation.
Construction as well.
I used to own a truck and dogs. So
Yeah.
we used to help each other out.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. It was that was the best time ever, bro.
I think it's those moments that you'll always cherish.
You'll never forget that, bro. Even one time, I'll tell you something about Smellsy. One time, Ali Rahma, when my grandmother was dying, we were working together at that time. Actually, it was Ellie's day off. So Ellie had told me previously, "Hey, bro, I can't work, blah, blah, blah." And we didn't know my grandma was that bad, right? I woke up in the morning and I was on my way to work in the truck. Anyway, my sister or someone called me, like, "Hey, look, don't freak out, blah, blah, but your grandma's like really, really bad. If you can come to the hospital in a little bit, like come. If not, like it is what it is, like you can come see whenever you can." Anyway, at 100 clicks an hour on the M4 in a truck and dog, I did not even look left or right, bro. I smashed my steering wheel to the left. I took the exit. Thank God nothing happened. I called Ellie on the way. I'm like, "Hey, bro, this is Sitcho, blah, blah, blah." He's like, "Bro, do not say another word. I'll go to the job. I'll handle it, blah, whatever, blah, blah."
Each other's backs.
I went.
Have each other's backs.
Like he was there within the hour. The builder was, the builder's like, "Thank God you sent this guy here, blah, blah." Like that, if I could sum up Ellie in one story, it's probably that. Like,
A reliable gentleman.
yeah, he's absolutely like,
always got my back.
yeah, he's
Someone
always
that you
got my
can
back.
count on.
Yeah,
Because, personally, I'd say I probably never got super tight with Ellie, but the way I got to know you was through Abdullah, and I love Abdullah.
yeah, I love Abdullah. Yeah. Yeah.
So because
Like
we're
Abs.
so tight, I trusted Abdullah's decision in his friendships, and part of it was Ellie. So when I got full time with Ellie, I sort of did not really pay attention to any details because I trusted Abdullah's decision, and it really continued for a while, like 2-3 years. I mean, like I had to step back because of work, but it was just amazing how certain people can leave such a mark in your life, and you know for a fact that they're always going to be around.
Of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Just on that note, me and Chris, like obviously we don't get to say this out loud, like this is something that's always kept inside. But we just want to thank you, Ellie, for everything, bro.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%.
For your amazing friendship, bro. And look, that we'll be there for the rest of your life.
Thank you.
Even if we stop drumming, bro, we're always there. We're always there as brothers, regardless of music or not. You know what I mean? Ellie's part of my family. Thanks, brother. Yeah. My dad, mum, they all love him. The whole family.
Man. I love your voice, man. That's why we're here today. That's why I brought you here today.
Yeah.
I want them to know who I really and truly deal with. You know what I mean? like what really happens behind closed doors. Like they only see you guys for 20 minutes of the night, right? They meet you guys and like, oh, Danny's so good, or Baris and Jeremy or Tony and Chris. Thank you for bringing them, but really they don't know you as well as I do.
They don't know the people behind those.
Yeah, they don't know that there's
personas like that.
you are gentlemen I do with. So that's why I brought Izzy today. I want you guys. Yeah,
And now that we've got all the serious stuff out of the way, yeah,
So
no.
no,
9 o'clock tomorrow.
everyone's got to listen to Chris's accents tonight. He's got to do a few accents for us.
Yeah.
Those accents are the best.
Oh, but we got to eat. We got to eat.
After food.
Food is after, bro. Like, you know. You must an Asian.
I reckon.
And
start
also-
with that. Scottish.
Oh, Scottish, yeah.
Scottish is the
Any accent, bro. Any accent is amazing.
But you got to give me, got to give me a topic, and
Like a topic of rewind, you got something?
yeah, like you got to.
just like a simple thing, like going into the shops to buy.
Alright, you're picking up your child from preschool.
Picking up my child from preschool.
In a Scottish accent?
Okay. But we're gonna have a conversation, right? You're gonna be the
I'm gonna be the.
childcare teacher.
Rewind, you do it.
No, I want to see
You
this.
do
Man.
it.
This is
Guys, you did drama. You did drama. Yeah, like, you can do it.
That's embarrassing. Alright.
Okay, what? You're the teacher?
Hello, sir. Who you here to collect?
I'm here to see Fergus. I'm here to get Fergus.
Who?
That's my little boy, Fergus.
I can't understand what you're saying. Get out of here.
I'm
Fergus.
here to pick up my son, Fergus.
Fergus.
Yeah, Fergus.
Fergus. Alright, let me check your list. There's no Fergus.
What the fuck do you mean he's not here? I dropped him off about 8:30.
Listen, man, I'm gonna call the cops. You gotta leave the property.
Mate, you better call the cops on your own house, because I'm going to burn it down if I don't get my Fergus.
Keep it going. Keep it going. I love it.
Alright, just grab any child. I don't know, grab any child.
What in the Lord's name is that? What kind of a shit show you're running around here?
Wait, so your accent, are you from
Glasgow,
where's that?
Scotland.
Scotland, where's that?
Well, in the fucking EU, I don't know. I don't give
You guys
a
drink a lot
dimension.
over there?
Oh, yeah, a little
Are you
bit.
drunk right now?
No, absolutely not.
you sure?
I drove here.
You what?
I drove here.
You drunk here?
Drove,
Oh, you drove here? What's your car?
Shite. Where is my car?
Clearly, he's not drunk.
Yeah, Ford Ranger.
Of what?
Ford Ranger.
Oh, okay. Alright, look, mate, you sound like a good man. I'm gonna give you your son because I was hiding him away from you because I'm not trustable, but just don't bring him back here again. What you can take.
Bring him back here again. Get a load of the shite bag.
All right, give us another accent.
What's another accent?
What's another one you like to do? Asian? Can you do Asian accent?
Yeah.
Asian, you get in trouble for that.
Oh, Asian? Which accent? What else? What else? Can you...
It doesn't mean Indian.
Oh, I mean Indian.
Alright,
Oh, ordering food at a restaurant.
alright, go. This is yours, go.
How are you, sir? How can I help you?
Oh, you,
No, he's Indian, but I'll have to be somehow Indian. Okay, no, fuck it. I'll be white. I'll be white. Okay, no, I'll be
any
white.
of the food. You have to get a random topic.
I know. Act like you're buying something off marketplace.
Oh, okay.
All right,
That's actually
go. You do it.
ask him.
You came up with the topic.
Your Facebook.
Yeah, go.
Your Facebook. Bring it close to your bahiyata, cuz.
I'm
Come,
selling a couch.
I'm selling a couch.
I'm selling a couch,
Okay. It's good.
and you called me on.
Oh, I called you. Okay. Hello, how are you, buddy?
Good mate, who's this?
I am just seeing your ad in Facebook. My wife, she showed me this one. Where are you located?
It's on the ad, mate. Parramatta.
Padamata. Well, it is little bit far for me to come to pick it up. How much this last price, buddy?
Mate.
Don't say something.
What's your offer, bro?
Look, I will give you nice offer. You will be very happy about it. Just in your Facebook, you have it for 500. I will to come to collect the couch we will help each other to load. I will give you 175.
Bro, so why is it so seductive, bro? It's like, so like maybe I'm getting turned on. I don't know. All right, anyway. What's another?
You guys are nuts, man.
Maybe you should be a comedian, bro.
Straight the hell up, bro.
Bro,
I never
you
see
know,
that
like,
coming.
Every time there's like someone young or like whatever, like I don't know, like a new drummer or something, someone young, we always have to like play along with his jokes and stuff, bro. Like he's just always like pranking people. Yeah.
I want to tell them that one story about you when we're at where we at that venue. It's heaps fights. I think it's in Camden or something like that.
New venue.
Yeah, and you were late, and we were just standing outside. Tony and I were standing outside. Tony was smoking, whatever.
And we just met this random guy like smoking, and then Ellie came along, and Ellie, he's very friendly, and you know, and came up to us, and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "Ellie, look who it is." And Ellie had no choice but to pretend he knew
This
who
was
it
Ellie.
was.
This is Ellie. Yay!
But isn't Ellie that with everyone? Is like he just puts that face if he doesn't know them.
Yeah, no, but genuinely, he does actually. I feel like genuinely when he sees someone that he knows or he loves, he's straight out like min kul albo. He's like,
Of course, of course.
But this was just a random guy, bro, and he was in a good mood. And the Aussie guy was standing there smoking. And he was like, "Hey!" And the guy.
And the funny thing was that Ellie got rejected because when he left, the guy's like, "Who's that guy?" I don't even know him. Never seen him.
And then when we went inside, he was like, "Bro, I can't remember who was that." And we're telling like, "I don't know, someone just randomly." Oh
my god.
I got one. Funny encounters in weddings or in gigs. Or like proper funny encounters. We're talking about like the ones that like you're in the middle of the show and you just something happens.
Jeremy's whacked the bride maybe 3 times. I've seen. Jeremy's whacked the bride's hand with the stick.
Oh.
You remember
and I've seen
doing the entry?
I think I've knocked someone's head off once.
We were doing the entry, and then like behind the bridal table, the flare was caught on fire.
Oh my god.
You remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah, that was probably like
Bro, that was at Paradiso.
Paradiso, yeah.
Jesus.
Bro, that it was literally like
During the entry.
During the entry.
Like, during the actual entry.
Actually playing, and then
Something's
that
off.
smell? We looked behind us, brother, and it was like the gates of hell, bro. He's gonna see this thing. It was on fire. Like,
Was it mid-entry?
Mid-entry. Because Ellie said that everyone like look straight and keep playing, like just like keep playing. You see the guy from the venue go and put bottle shivers on it.
shivers.
Bro, that just
And then coke. And then water.
bro, that got worse. That would have made it
Just
worse.
ran out. So why you just kept on
Well, you're just you're adding ethanol, like, bro. Enjoy the show.
Play, cuz, play.
I remember a weird encounter not long ago actually, and like this is a sad story, but we had the MC. It was some what was he? New Zealand maybe?
Oh
Something?
yeah.
Yeah.
And he was the no, it was just
That's the one that passed away.
The one that collapsed.
the one that collapsed.
Oh,
yeah,
no, you came up to me.
mid-entry,
Oh,
and
you came up to me. No, I wasn't. It was the only gig that a doctor was needed and I wasn't there.
To be honest with you, Juno, like literally put all his hands down and actually helped him out.
Emad.
Emad,
Because
bro.
Emad came to me, bro. He was like
Devastated,
PTSD, bro.
bro,
It was
yeah.
not- I'm like,
He
I'm
was-
okay, like,
Guys, the
it's not
listeners
for
don't know what
everyone.
we're talking about anyway.
No, it's not
We have to explain the story.
No,
Hold on, we were halfway through an intro. Not just that, when we walked into these venues, setting up, we set up this venue. We hold on, this was pretty upsetting, man. This bloke came up to me and we're like, "Man, who's the MC?" He goes, "Man, oh yeah." I'm like, "No way!" And you know how I'm that happening, but yo, man, kicking ass this day. He goes, "I can't wait to see you guys rock tonight." I'm like, "Yeah, cool, man. I'm really excited." We started this entry, and what was it, maybe 10, 15 minutes into entry? All of a sudden, someone collapsed anyway, and then people were turning around because we were standing on chairs and like, stop the music. So anyway, we stopped the music, and there was this big crowd around this guy, and we're like, "Who fainted, man? What's going on?" Anyway, and then I can hear see the lady, she's got his ear against his mouth. He's not breathing. And I started resuscitating him, and that's where it all began. And we jumped in. Emad helped out heaps, man. It was that was pretty scary, man.
He was like, من كل قلبه, he was jumping. He was like, I've never seen someone that excited in the thing. Like, actually, his last moments were the happiest I've ever seen someone.
Yeah, he was pretty excited. Apparently, they brought him back to life on the dance floor. They brought him back to life. They did. They had the ambulance came, rocked up. But then on the way to the hospital, he went again. Yeah, it was pretty upsetting, man.
You never know. So enjoy every moment in your life.
Every moment, man.
I had enough experience in Liverpool emergency to last my life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Crazy.
Yeah, you get all the...
Everything.
I need to go to the toilet. Sorry, lads.
You're gonna go cry?
Do you have to?
We're gonna restart the whole thing, bro.
No joke.
I'm just Yalla, go, bro.
I want that seat back.
Too late, bro. You snooze, you lose, bro.
I remember once, actually. I remember once I was on a cruise, a wedding on a cruise, and we were doing an entry. This was like maybe 12 years ago. Anyway, we were doing an entry on a cruise, and there was another drummer with me, right? Anyway, that drummer, he used to put the tabl in his mouth, the strap in his mouth, and he used to spin, right? Anyway, he spun, like he was doing it, and the boat was tiny, bro, tiny. Anyway, he done it, and then I think on the second spin, the bride's father came like to walk into the dance floor, and he whacked him on the head, bro, and knocked him out. The guy was bleeding on the floor and everything. And hold on.
The guy get bashed.
No, he was very angry. Like, everyone had to hold him back, whatever. And he's like, sorry, it was an accident, whatever, blah, blah. And then he done it again, and he almost got someone else, and then he just put it down his table. He sat down at the table till we docked off, and then...
Why would you do it again? Like, he wants to get arrested at that point.
I think he was going for it at this point.
Crazy.
Yeah, I remember I used to walk in the bride and groom once, and I spun around and I hit the stick, went on the guy at the groom's head.
No way.
It was like midway. And it was so much adrenaline. I'm like, sorry, bro. He was like, no, worry, keep going. I was like, this is going to hurt tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
No, tomorrow.
He would have died.
But there's so many, like, what's been
Well, I have one. Well, obviously, like, I haven't been drumming for like 20 years, but I did Harmony Day at school where everyone dresses up in their cultural thing. I brought me and two other boys to drum. Like, might as well just have fun, yeah. And because it's a school, there's kids and there's older kids. So there's kids, there's year 7s to year 12s. We were drumming near the end when we were kind of just finishing it off. There was this year 7 kid, very short, it's like 11 years old, 12 years old. And as I'm going back to kind of do the 3, 2, 1, hit it, and we just hit him in the head and he fell back. And
it happens so much.
And the thing is, because it's all like, everyone's jumping, no one notices.
It's pretty, because you go harder and you forget about everything else. Like, I tell you, bro, I used to get like exercise-induced asthma, bro. I'll be wheezing for like half an hour after the show.
But it's a workout.
It's a workout, bro. It's not easy. You guys okay then? Like,
How was your piss?
Good? Clean?
Good, bro.
Danny, we got to put you on show, bro. Got to put you on show now, man.
Go, hit me with a beat. Yeah.
That's terrible.
The floor's yours, bro.
Yeah, we're going.
Here we're going. It's already started, bro.
Like Teen Spirit. Are we all teenagers again? No.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Yeah, alright, I give up. I quit.
Nah.
I'm no guitarist, man.
Hey, give me the thing, man.
do alright, we'll
Give
do
me the
alright.
guitar. I'll show you how to play real.
Yeah.
And then you can...
Wow, look at that. Full accomplished. And now they left.
And I've just lost all the followers. So what's the... how's dinner? Now you got some sugars in you guys. We can
go.
talk some smack.
We're ready.
All right. Where we left off? We left off with some interesting stories from the actual shows. I want the most memorable show you guys have ever done together. One of the most memorable shows.
I don't think we can answer that.
I know one, but the boys weren't there. Only I think Jeremy.
I don't think we can answer that. Our shows are better and better every week, mate.
Yeah, I think every week we have
But a special one that really everyone sort of remember. They're like, this is...
Do you know what was special? The boys' weddings, man.
Oh, yeah.
Tony's wedding was not normal. Baris's wedding was not normal.
My wedding was not normal.
Yeah.
Hey, there was blood all over the floor for Baris's wedding. From my hand. It was just blood. My whole hand was blood and the whole dance floor was blood.
There's people that come into the industry who are there perhaps just for the money and they don't really have the talent. They just want to make a name and come out.
Yeah, 100%.
There's too many of them now. So unfortunately the talent has somewhat been diluted now. It's hard to...
I'm joking. Also, in the same time, in the same regard, everyone has to start somewhere, bro. All of us started somewhere. You know what I mean? If there's a person like that, I'll feel like a dog for like joking around and shit like that. But there is some people genuinely just there for the money. They don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at least try. Pretend like you're there to like learn and shit like that. You know what I mean? Not like play the words on the song.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like again, like I feel like that's the industry, is it not? Is it like there's a lot of money in the industry, entertainment industry in general. So like there are gonna be a lot of people that are just
There's more of
There's
them
no quality,
than the ones that actually have the heart for the music itself.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's 100%. No, I agree with those, especially when there's
Why is it facing
sorry,
Baris,
because
man?
Baris was talking. I think but when it comes to like drummers and whatever instrument someone's gonna play, I feel like it's at the end of the day, it's the boss's decision. Ellie does a good job at it. I love you, Ellie, for that, and that's why I love the
You have to get it close.
But the mic is moving away from you, bro.
I'm so stressed out.
This is why I love the A team so much because Lulu, you like if you can't like if you can't get enough boys, or if you can't what's it called, like the wedding's not on, or you
You're
can't
gonna
get
risk
enough
just
for the
getting
wedding,
randoms off.
you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do this just so that I could make I'm like, so what about making some extra money? Like the bride and groom's not gonna get quality, so like sack this, let's not do that. And that's what I like. But with other people that I know, and they don't care, and their excuse is, oh, the bride and groom won't know, they won't realize it. But I don't believe that. I believe it to an extent, but yes, they might not. They're not educated, Danny.
No, but
Not
like
that they're educated, but music speaks to the soul, right?
Yeah.
So if you're actually playing quality, and we've played quality, so when someone hears quality, then they'll
Differentiate.
They'll differentiate.
yeah,
They'll be able to differentiate.
You'd say about like you're right, because even the bride and groom don't know about it. You have maybe 500-600 people that are invited. At least a third will have some sort of an ability to understand what the hell's going on, and you can easily pick up when people are offbeat.
But when quality is quality, everyone's gonna know.
Yes,
Like,
and it's easy.
everyone
It's
will
easy
know.
to see on their face that you know it,
100%.
because the hype that we get on the nights, the feedback that we get from people on stage, and me being like me when I was in the middle, I'll be like, this is what I come up for. This is what I'm here for. Even though I miss 90% of the cuts, but that's just how it is. But that's just like, I'm in my mood. Like I get hired to do this job. I should do it to 100. This is how I got raised up. My dad always told us, make sure when you come in, whatever you pick, even if it's you're not getting paid, make sure you give it 110%.
100%.
I think it's more of an ethical thing. Your morals.
100%, yeah.
It's really what your morals. It comes down to that more than anything. If your morals are, hey, I'm here just for the money, then they're not gonna last. It's not.
It never does last.
And it's not just about the industry. It's about anything in life you do. Like I love, for example, now Danny, we can talk about, like I told him I'm going to bring your thing up, right? The Dabke, like bro, every video that you upload shows heart and soul into it. It's not just bullshit.
100%.
And perhaps the following and the viewership that you're getting out of it is all based on that, is that you are a genuine crew, people that are talented and putting in the hours and literally practicing in a court in the middle of nowhere, right? So just a phone. Thank you, school, bro. Like in the middle of nowhere. And that's amazing. Like this is the sort of things that attracts people. It's just these like authentic sort of experiences, and we miss it. We miss this in the industry.
I think that's why our crew is the way it is, because of how we are as boys. None of us are here for the money. We love what we do. You know what I mean?
Baby.
And that differentiates us between being the best and the rest. You get what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
Now we should bring some instruments out. What do you guys think? Let's do a set.
Sure, bro.
Let's do a set.
Might as well.
Let's
End
do
it off.
sets, bro, not a set. Sets.
Yeah. I think
Some sets. Let's showcase some of the talent here, bro.
You gonna do some Dabke for us, Danny?
Danny, Dabke, Danny, yes.
Nah,
you
come
are.
on, it's,
Yeah, you
it's
are.
come on, you have to. Bro.
Wait, they can't even see it.
They can.
They can, bro.
They can. They got everything here, boy. See, done. You've got all the space, bro.
Get the
I can tell you
fireworks.
Exactly where to go.
There was one time walking in the boring room.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was Danny next to me.
Was it?
It was at Highline. I was walking in the brown and groom, and I was like, I was young, and then I tripped. You know the firework boxes? Oh, bro! I actually tripped on it, and it was facing down to the people. So it's not. It has to be like that, and then I blocked
Oh, no way. No,
Bro.
It just went everywhere.
that. No, it didn't go off. One of the boys quickly came and do it up, and as soon as he put it up, it went straight up. It was the scariest thing I've done in my life. They just killed someone.
Nearly, bro.
Oh.
Bro, who needs the gym, Khayyar?
Cuz you got your workout here, bro. You got your workout here. That's some proper hardcore, mate.
You want to play?
Also,
We all play.
I want to play, but if you want to play, you play.
Yeah, bro.
Why do you put those plugs in your knee, man?
When he's next to me.
Deaf, bro.
What about us?
To be honest, you know what? My ears still ring, man. My ears still ring all the time. What just that?
Oh, that was the thing. That was the.
My ears still ring
Well, why'd you
from
throw
all
it,
the drumming.
Chris?
I didn't. It fell out of the thing.
And they ended up over there?
I was worried it was gonna hit the light.
Bro, you know what was? One of you asked like what was the most like memorable show you've done, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Bro, our our boat parties, bro. Cars.
Forgot about the boat party.
You have to bring
You
it
didn't
back,
come, you
bro.
missed out.
We had
Wow.
the best boat parties ever. Shore Life Afloat. You remember that, boys?
Do you know I got your boat? I hired your boat after for a church.
Yeah, they were there.
Yeah.
Me,
True.
Tony, man,
Bro, we did it.
Brendan.
Who else came? Was it? That was it. Eh? Three boys on the flute.
Ooh, same was it.
Sammy was there.
Do the melody in your head. I told you.
Wedding it, guys.
Cuz, please don't.
He's wearing his
Come on, man.
No, I'll do it.
He's wearing his reed.
No, you don't know it. I told you.
We're gonna record this.
Story.
Yeah. Do okay.
Just record like.
A minor D major.
This is what we do it on weekends, guys.
That's how I want you play. You go.
Is that G minor you said?
No, E major.
Yalla.
that one more. Not that melody, but play songs. Play
Twinkle.
baby.
Oh my god.
But do you see how good that melody?
Yeah, G minor.
Serious, but did you not hear how mad that is at the start? Like imagine he was like that, and you came in with that fat fucking like 16.
How many times have we done that?
We've never done that.
All right, I guess it's time to do it.
Alright, let's do it now then.
Let's
Go
do
ahead.
it now.
When?
Really, like that's like one of the 10.
Oh yeah, A minor.
You know what's true, like, we do that cut very often. But that's not the one I was thinking about. Now I got confused. There's another one.
I think it's an E sharp.
Should we do that boom and then you just go hard?
What are we doing?
See how when we do houses, how we go. And then he just blasts. Like, yes, but like solo that see me in the middle.
Nah, then we'll do it.
Yeah, because that's it.
There you are.
God, Baris, you're a king, you're a king. Baris, you're not normal. You know, your wife is lucky. Your life is real. Happy birthday to Baris' wife. Get tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Baris' wife.
Yeah, but
Wow.
And also, I've got another question. Why do fluters always, every time they start, if you notice, they start down, they wake the flute up? Why? Why?
Good question, bro.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's actually emotions. Like
Yeah?
it's like they're drinking.
You see it like that? What I'm talking about or not?
That was so
You just did it 5 seconds ago.
After watching it. I probably did. I don't know. Well,
What I love about
You
Baris,
could sit there for hours and not get bored.
Baris has proper access, like full. When you come in, like you know the right time to come into a song. Like it's just perfect.
Baris, do you guys have people in the family that is also musicians?
yeah, bro, my whole dad's side.
Really?
So you sort of learned music growing up, or was it more like?
Yeah, like I was always around it and stuff. It just naturally, you know, my sisters, everyone just kind of played an instrument.
What made you get into it though?
I don't know, bro. It was just like I started with this when I was like shorter than that, maybe. I don't know, bro. And then I don't know, bro. Like I used to wake up with my dad, like 9 o'clock in the morning. He'd be playing the music like loud. I'd be like, "Fuck,
Because Turkish music in the Middle East is quite similar. So
Yeah.
like
But like back then, I used to hate it. I used to be like, bro, I want to sleep. And then sometimes it'd be like, come, let me like teach you and stuff. Yeah, it just kind of like got in my brain, bro.
that's it, and then it's in your blood now. Do you ever see yourself stopping it?
No, stopping what? I'll break his head. Stop it, brother. You're not going
I was
nowhere.
waiting for that.
Your kids are going to be coming to gigs going, Dad, I want to go home. You're like, sure, you remember, I'll knock you out.
Kids are going to be the microphone stands.
Dad!
Wait, whose video is that?
That's Tony Maymoon, bro. That's the cutest thing ever.
And then Danny, you were always into Dabke?
Yes.
Danny was always
Yes.
the showman on the dance floor. Always. He always proved the point on the dance floor. He used to look at me, he's like, oh, look, bro, look, do you want to know? Bro, I'm carrying all these boys. I'm like, yeah, Danny, you sure? Bobbies. But Danny was always the one that was jumping up and I said, man, he's a wash on the dance floor. I'm so happy you picked up Dabke, bro. Because it is you. It is
Really,
you.
like when I saw you do it, it was more. I'm like, this was the predictable move, like for you. And we're really honestly, we're so happy. We're very proud of you, bro.
Very proud, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, good on you.
My dad told me.
I was gonna ask you. So what's the next big plans for your group, for your Dabke group,
For Dabke?
for Dabke, bro?
Look, I've got a lot of ideas coming. A lot of it's just so what I'm trying to do now is just to like actually do content creating. So I'm just gonna make some content, not just Dabke, but like to just maybe like collaborate with other people and actually do like little funny skits. So it's not just Dabke, like it'll be like a skit.
Yeah. I feel you.
We've got one coming soon. That one's gonna be really fun. I'm actually really excited for that one. Other than that, I've got for the actual like entertainment in the like actually business sort of side of things. I'm gonna get a girls team. So we're gonna do a boys and girls Dabke.
Nice.
It's gonna be really nice. And then look, I don't know. I've got there's plans, and then there's hopefully whatever. Look, I'll be very honest with you. My ideas come out of nowhere, and it's 100%. It's always from the Holy Spirit. I don't know. It just comes in my head, and I'm like, wow, like I'm gonna do this.
And it's always gold, eh? It always
it's-
works out.
I swear, it's crazy. I love it so much. But yeah, I don't know. There's new things that I've got ideas that I just need to find the time to do, and then and I'm like obviously I want Dabke to be something that's really
Memorable.
yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna do an academy soon, so we're gonna teach people how to do Dabke. I want to go to a wedding when everyone knows how to do Dabke. Like that's what I want.
Yeah.
Because it's Dabke. What I love about Dabke is it's unity. When you do it with someone, the person next to you knows what to do, is reading you, and the person next to that person can read you as well, and everyone's doing it. That's when it's the best. I hate it when someone's just going up, and then they just
Lead for a bit and then not know what's going
they
on.
lead, and then they just want to just take it, just show off or whatever it is. Like nah, it's the best when everyone's doing it with you. That's when it's a show. That's when it's actually you're having fun.
Was it tiring
dancing.
training the boys?
Everything's tiring, but they picked up fast. Like a lot of them picked up. Jeremy will pick up fast because he's got rhythm. A lot of boys didn't have rhythm, but Ism Salim, they picked up so fast. I'm so proud of them. Like some of these boys had 2 left feet. It was like seriously. But they're so good right now. I'm so proud of you so much. I love you all.
And you're growing, you guys. I feel like you guys are growing as well. You've got more new people coming on board as well. There's more people that are showing interest in joining it.
How
How do you pick them though? Like, is it just based on rhythm? Because you said some people don't have the rhythm. So how do you go from there then?
Look, half the boys. So some of the boys obviously from the industry, and then half of the other boys are just my mates from school, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So those boys, some of them didn't know how to do Dabke. They asked me, Danny, bro, like we want to do Dabke, like teach us how to do Dabke. And it's because of that passion. Now I'm like, all right, I'll teach us how to do Dabke, but let's do like a team and whatnot, and let's do shows together. Sorry. Then he went on a
Journey, bro.
Danny went on a spiritual
what?
experience there, bro.
I don't have
He's
new boys. That's the thing,
thinking.
like,
He just got a new ID.
I actually didn't get new boys. I got they were all the same boys from the beginning. They're all my mates. All the boys are my mates. So,
But doesn't that make it harder though? It's like it's just generally any business or any sort of new idea that you start off. Like for example, this podcast is run between me and my brother, right? We still have our fights every night, every time at night before we go to
Expose
sleep.
us, bro.
Like it's just because we're different like thinking trains. So I think having more friends on board, yes, it's easy because everyone gets along, but is it easy for you to take leadership? And they're not taking the piss out of it, because that's the make and break for pretty much a lot of the business out there. How to be a true leader?
look,
That's what
it's
makes a leader.
How do you do it, especially around when you have more friends?
Like
Than,
Ellie, like what Ellie does, you know, on the week, like after hours, we're best mates, you know, all of us all together, we're all mates and whatever. But when we're there to do a job, that's it. He's not your mate, he's your boss. He needs you to do a job. He's paying you to do a job. You do it, and you do it to your best potential. You know what I mean?
That's respect, baby.
Yeah.
Like you got to be able to switch off. That's what you're saying.
yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like that's the real question. Is like, how do you switch off? How do you just say, boys, like, stop fucking around, let's do it? Like, do they understand that? Do they get that? Hang on, this is not just a piss take.
majority of the boys understand me as a person. Like they'll know who I am as a person, so they'll understand. Majority of the boys understand, but there was some difficulty with some individuals that might take my criticism in a different way.
Yeah, more personal
because they
rather
don't
than just not
understand.
professional. Yeah.
They wouldn't know like where I'm coming from, but I would have to just speak to them on a one-on-one, or like after, or I'll call them or something. I'll explain to them, look, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't get me. Like,
Don't get me wrong. but then, like,
this is my intention. This is my heart. I'm pouring my heart out to you. This is exactly what it is. I'll just put it straight. I can't. I don't look.
You feel my pain now, don't you?
I swear,
because
it's
not
actually
everyone
hard.
sees your vision, bro.
Not everyone sees your vision. Exactly that.
Like before I came here, my dad was literally in my ear. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I'm like, this is your parents. And it comes from the closest people to you. Criticism comes from the people closest to you. But the hardest thing about being a successful leader, or someone that actually wants to do something in the world, is switching that off. That is the hardest bit ever. And not just going with what you want, and just trust your instincts.
trusting your instincts. Exactly.
And that's quite hard. That's why 95% of people fail, because they just keep hearing what others say. So I think, from what I've seen, bro, like from what you're doing, like just keep doing what you're doing. Believe in it.
DabkeAus, baby. Number one to the moon, Kay.
That deserves a little show.
All glory and thanks be to God.
To God.
always.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Love you.
God has been a very, very, I think what we can say is a very powerful impact on each of us. Depends what religion, regardless what religion comes from.
Who gives us our talent, Kay? Wallah, who gives us our talent?
Right, bro.
You know what I mean? That's why we thank him every day.
Because without it, this is all useless. Nothing. It's
Exactly right.
Yeah, we talked about this before when you were on like the like how important faith is
Of course.
for you.
That's how you stay humble. When you stay humble, then everything comes to you as he gives it to you.
Were you always religious?
Yeah, man. I was an altar boy for 5 years.
Wow.
At St. Joseph's in Croydon. I was an altar. My parents put me into church straight away. Like my parents were very religious.
Yeah.
So I actually, that's one thing I have to say is like thank God for them.
Yeah.
They brought us into a very, very good thing, man.
a religious household is a peaceful.
It's a gift, bro.
It is
It's a gift.
And it's something that you pass on to your children, and I think it guides you through life a lot.
100%.
And,
100%.
I think we have to lead by example in that sense. Is that regardless what you do outside, if God isn't in top of you all the time, you're in that path. Then one way or another, down the track, you're going to end up. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of mental breakdown that comes out of it. You could go through a lot of turmoil, and I've witnessed it a lot in my career. Like, you come a lot of people that just are broken, and there's no faith in it. Everything for them doesn't. You just see in their eyes. But now, switching over to something less serious about,
I'll talk about this forever.
Mom, what?
I'll
is.
be
It's a
so
very-
happy to get into this topic.
like,
but
if you guys want to talk about it,
I'm happy. I'm
well,
down.
you know what? Let's,
100%.
before we jump into the music, because I think this is not just entertainment now. We're speaking about very serious stuff, deep things, and I enjoy those sort of topics. I truly do, because I think for me, 4 years ago there was a switch in my, or maybe 3 years ago, there was a massive switch in how I viewed the world. Call it a midlife crisis, whatever it is. Not even midlife crisis, early 20 crisis. But man, something just switched. And we've talked about this earlier before. It's like when you realize you truly only have one life to get, and one life to live, and how do you live it to your best potential? And part of it is having that faith. And I don't know how everyone discovers it differently.
Yeah, to be honest with you, mate, that's called maturity. The more
Some people discover it way
the more
earlier.
you mature, the more you realize bigger things in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the more you start to look at and view things differently. That's all part of maturity.
And unfortunately, a lot of people out there don't have the right role model, right role models in life to have that sort of guidance. Hey, this is what you should do. And if it pains me because I see a lot of broken families out there. Yeah. And I think part of you guys and what you do and what Eli does and everyone here is bring those boys into more of a family unit. So
That's exactly right.
Keep kids off the street.
Yeah, man. That's
Instead of going out on the weekends, this is how I used to think about it. And
That's
why
exactly
I brought my brother
right.
into it. Because I used to think, instead of going out to the city where there's drugs, potential for drugs and girls and doing bad things, we'd go to a music, do something we love, and at the end of the day, like, it's not about the money, but like walk out with something, you know what I mean? Something to go home and
be proud of.
show your parents,
Exactly.
like mum, dad, this is what it is, this is what we've done.
For me, bro, when I used to go outside, paparazzi.
oh my god.
But yeah, it's true, like that, really.
It is, and this is a sort of industry that could go either direction. It can go bad or good for other people, depending on who you surround yourself with. So having good role models in that industry, and not just people that call you for the money and just want to put you out there.
Love you.
It becomes more of a family unit, because those kids will rely on you for guidance in life, not just on the
We're
stage.
so lucky. We're actually so lucky that we have parents that actually taught us the faith.
Oh yeah.
Like to instill in us God, and the fear of God, and the fear of God, so that people
Through your
don't get
parents,
wrong.
usually it's where you
Yeah.
discover it. Yeah.
The fear of God is just the fear of, it's not being like, people think of the fear of God as like being scared of God, as he's like a scary person. But no, fear of God is just is you knowing God that well. You know him, you know how much he loves you. You fear upsetting him, not you fear him. You love him that much. You understand how much he loves you. You just get upset to upset him. You fear upsetting him. That's
Fear
what
of
you don't
disappointment.
want to do. That's
Fear
the
of
fear of God.
disappointment.
That's
Fear of
the,
disappointment.
like proper fear of God, and that's what makes you like have a straight path in life, an actual purpose. I can't understand how people don't have like a faith in God. If you don't believe in eternal life, something after death, what are you living for?
I always say the way I got to discover in the hospital really is I met a lot of people that were dying, and people that were like probably I'd examine them 10 minutes away, they're gone, right? It's those last moments when you're conscious, right? If you're at peace, it means you lived a good, fulfilled life, and part of it is having faith, because it really comes down to those final moments of having awareness and consciousness. How do you view the world in those last moments? And as scary as it becomes, that's how I sort of discovered faith. Is that what sort of person do I want to be at the end? When I look back, do I want to be shitting my pants in those last moments, or do I want to be? It's time. My time has come, and I've given everything, and I've put my heart and soul into it.
Time to meet your maker.
And that's it. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there
What a day.
that come from broken families, man, and don't have that. Like just this morning, I had a mother who brought in her child. Child is 9 years of age, bro. He's already going through suicidal thoughts and ideation. Why? And this series is something that I want to spend out there, because I was having a chat with the kid, but I was disconnected because my heart was broken at that moment. But I got to be professional with that child, and the mother's crying in the corner. The child is maturing 10 times his age, and the reason why is because back last year, his dad drove to his mother's, dropped him off, and he's like, I don't want to ever deal with you again. Just drove off. And he's just sitting there pouring his eyes out. These are the sort of people they get worried about, because they're the sort of people that lose faith in life, and not just lose faith, end up repeating that cycle of trauma in their kids. So it's very important that we have good role models in our life, even growing up. And it's difficult. It's difficult having a strong family in it.
Thank God for our families, man.
Thank God, man. Because having the right woman in your life can make and break you as well.
Yes, man.
And that, if a woman doesn't fear, if a
100%.
woman doesn't fear God,
Yeah.
and doesn't come from religion, or at least learns to adapt her values to yours, and you guys adapt each other's and acquire it, then say goodbye to the children, man. So we live in a very, very,
Broken.
very, what's the word for our society these days? I don't even know how to
Broken.
fucking describe it. Broken, very, very exposed. Very exposed.
Balazor.
I think we're speaking a lot of deep things here, but that's the reality of it. You see it day in day out in all the weddings we do, right? Why do 50% of them end up in divorce? Let's talk about this shit, not just entertainment. Why do the 50% of marriages end up in divorce? Where's the problem?
They're more, they want the ID more than the actual marriage, the sacrament.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's because it's not a sacrament anymore to them. Marriage becomes a
Instagram
like a
Instagram.
checklist.
Checklist.
Like a
yeah.
checklist.
Correct.
Or like people think what do they call it, like the American dream or something? They'll be like, oh, get married, buy a house, have kids, yada yada. Like that's the checklist. So marriage doesn't become a sacrament. It's not a sacrament anymore to them. It's literally just something that okay,
I need to
I've done
do
it. Let's
It's
tick it off.
something they want to put on Instagram and get likes.
Yeah, and spend 100K on it minimum, and then end up losing most of that money down the track. So it's, I think for me, the idea of marriage is the most it's the most sacred thing in the world, behind your faith, really. Just because the reason is because you're not making a promise to your partner. You're making a promise to God that I'm going to cherish and respect and protect that person. How is it that you one day you make that decision, next thing you just choose to move on and divorce that person? How?
Because people are taking everything for granted, every single thing for granted. It's a joke, like whatever it is. People are if people were taking things seriously, whatever that they do seriously, and obviously we're all probably wrong of it in some
Of
sort of
course,
aspect.
we all
of
have our
life.
own experiences.
Like
in
we
that
wake
sense.
up every morning, we won't appreciate the fact that we actually did wake up this morning. We're not promised the fact that people are getting bombed and getting killed. Like
Yeah, we
people are-
forget about that. For a while, Palestine was all over the news.
Still is.
And out of nowhere, people just stopped sharing things online. They stopped talking about it, and it's like, there's kids dying, man. There's kids, innocent kids, just being blown off the face of the earth. And we live in the most, I believe, we're in the most luckiest country in the world, by default. Whoever says fuck you all, like you're as privileged as it can be. You get paid to study. You get paid to sit on your ass half the time, right? And you get offered all the security in the world. Yet we forget those small sort of privileges that we get because we have too many options in life.
I was watching a video the other day of people asking kids, "Oh, what do you want? What do you like?" Just a general question. "Oh, what do you want?" Oh, and some kids were saying like, "Oh, I want an iPhone. Oh, I want a bike or something like that, stuff like that." And then they asked the kids from Africa, I don't
I just want water,
or
bro.
from Palestine or whatever. They're like, "Oh, I just want to see my brother again." Bro, did you watch this stuff? I'm not. This
But
is
like
my
you
coping
see the
mechanism.
difference, you see the disconnect in the way people view life. Like I lived in Iraq. Even when I lived in Iraq, I lived in we're well protected back then, so I didn't really struggle. But we lived through poverty for probably 4.5 years in Jordan. That was tough.
Really?
Yeah, that was tough because we left Iraq Dad had to leave, otherwise we would have been killed. And then we were there living as like pretty much exiled immigrants from Iraq illegally. If you get caught, you get deported. We're living on $100 a month, bro, for 4.5 years. So Dad taught us resilience from that age, and he's like, the moment you get here is the moment you work hard. You make sure I've done the right decision to bring you to this country. So I think we owe it to our family most of the time. We owe it to our parents. It's just like there's an American dream and there's an ethnic dream. That's how I look at it, right? Whatever it is, I think the ethnic dream is making sure that you leave a good legacy behind, and that whatever your parents have brought you for this country to do, you do it 10 times better than what.
I feel like the ethnic dream is whatever your parents done, they want a better life for their kids.
Yeah.
And they struggled, and you know, my parents came here with like not many family here. You know, my dad did. He came and he didn't know much people, and he worked hard, worked 40, 45 hours a week. You know, done what he had to do and live, you know, poor until like he's built his empire. You know what I mean? Built his
Amazing.
family up, had 4 kids. You know, raised them. Him and my mum obviously raised us. You know. And they just wanted to give us the best life. Like anything, like thank God we were never short of anything
Alhamdulillah.
that we ever asked for. You know what I mean? And that's what I think that like the ethnic dream is to give your kids what they couldn't have.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we appreciate, obviously, like we take it for granted, but we appreciate everything, you know, they do for us and what they've given us to make us who we are now. You know?
You sort of like miss out on how much we actually are like our parents. We think we're different, but we're not. As you grow older, you become more and more like them in a lot of ways. And I don't know. I think the one thing that Dad taught us was just resilience, just discipline and resilience. Like just don't give up.
I'm talking about like necessities that we have in our life that they didn't have.
Oh, absolutely,
You know what I mean?
absolutely, mate.
We
Absolutely.
had a car from 16 years old. They didn't get. They had to share a family car till they were married. You know what I mean? We had iPhones from when we were 10. They never had a phone till they got married.
Exactly.
You know
And I
what I
think
mean?
those are the sort of
And
privileges that we forget,
Exactly.
that we forget to talk about.
We take for granted all the things that we have in this country, as opposed to what they lived through to get us to where we are.
Absolutely. Amen to that. Amen to that.
I think your brother's saying
Bit of
he wants it to be a little bit more.
What was it?
Serious.
No, like I don't know how to follow that. Like I'm just thinking like my experience being raised here, but
John Howard gave your mum $5,000 for you, buddy.
Say that again.
Please do it.
John Howard.
07.
Oh, yeah, Johnny. Kevin 07. Oh,
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Missed out on the $5,000.
I have no idea.
Get it?
John Howard
I
gave
would-
your mum $5,000 for you.
Who's John Howard? I'm so confused. I'm like,
Hey, GST.
It was
Prime Minister.
oh, at the time.
At that time.
But when
Okay.
you had a kid, the government used to give the people who had kids, like whoever had kids,
5 man.
$5,000.
Oh.
Thing. And then people started breeding like rabbits, and they cut it back.
Wow, that's smart.
It was like opposite to China with the one kid policy.
Yeah, I know.
It's about ask your wife because you're never going to say that money. Doesn't matter how much it was. I don't even know till now. I keep asking my wife.
All right.
You ready, Baris here?
Ready? Baris is. Yeah, of course. Sorry, recording.
I just want to prove how talented the boys in the ATM are.
ATM.
Yeah, bro. These boys are both drummers. Go, cuss.
Prove.
You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Go.
Like, give me a beat. Fast.
Danny, everyone.
Talented the A team is.
Look how much we love each other. We share saliva.
Oh my god.
You stitched me up.
Players will play a bit.
read this so easy. What the hell? I wasn't expecting this.
Baris, can we just prove to him one more time?
Oh, Tony Maymoon plays flute. Tony Maymoon plays flute.
That's it. I didn't know Tony Butte played it. Aaron there?
First radio. Yeah, it's not like
You're there, boys.
Yeah, don't touch that at all.
first profession, but hey.
You ready?
Yeah, just
You're missing one hole.
that's why the sound isn't coming out.
It's like a duck, bro. It's the
It's a dying duck.
right now.
You're supposed to put your lips on the chrome thing.
It's
Yeah?
vaping.
More in. Like more, yeah.
Bro, I can't even make this.
Anyway, thanks, boys.
You're welcome. Retired.
Give us like a good set and then words of wisdom, boys. There you are. You haven't used
Hell.
You know what I mean? How with the talented people out of the whole planet. I'll get you first radio next time. I'm going to get you this Saturday. Oh my god.
man, this probably has been like at least an hour and a half of time.
Yeah, this is a lot of content. Yeah.
Massive content, man. I love it. Now, usually we end it with words of wisdom. What's the thing that you want to pass on
Danny.
to people?
We'll start off with the team leader, Ellie.
Well, like I said, without God, without faith, you have nothing. Be humble. Love everyone. Do your best. Love yourself. Kick ass, man. Kick ass every day, baby. You'll be right. Yeah, Danny, ride your turn. No. Yeah, Danny, ride your turn. No, Danny, ride your turn.
What?
Danny, ride your turn.
Danny, come into the screen, bro. You're fucking killing me. Boys, squeeze.
Are we
me.
out of it?
You're killing me. Yeah. Every time you go to this side, I can't see your head anymore.
Jeremy's fat.
Every time it's seriously to the camera.
Smile.
We look like that tub that you get at Coles
Is that your words of wisdom?
No, okay. My words of wisdom is if you don't have God, you have nothing. that's my words of wisdom. No, seriously. In all seriousness, life is short, and if you actually don't have God, what are you living for? Ask yourself that question every single day. Wake up, say if you don't believe in God, if there's nothing that you are living for, what is it? If it's for yourself, then that's vanity, and pride comes before the fall. So being humble is number one, is the best thing to. Humility is what's going to get you into heaven, and to stay humble is not to not be confident. You have to be confident in yourself, but to stay humble is to know that what you have been given is from the Lord, and what you're trying to do is to make that bigger through His graces, and give credit to Him and thank Him for everything that He's given you, and in every day and whatever you do, try to glorify Him for the greater good, for whatever it is. So I think.
Amen. Love it.
Yeah,
I love it. That's cute.
Cheers.
All right, I'll go now. Look, the boys have touched on religion, obviously. So, with all that in mind, you got to strive to succeed. You want to succeed in anything in life, you got to strive. You know what I mean? When things are tough, the tough get going. You got to think big, and you got to work hard. Everything is about working hard. You got to be smart, and you got to be wise. Yeah. The most important thing, you have to be wise. You know, things may look good at a certain point in your life, but then you've got to always think about the future. Think about what's coming next. You know, what's your next 10 steps ahead. Don't just think of now. Think of what, you know, when you wreck a relationship with someone, think of the consequences, not now. Think of them later, you know. Obviously, one day you're going to need that person. You're going to need their services or friendship or, you know, trust. So, and another thing is trust. You need to place trust in a certain amount of people and stick with that trust, you know. And once you built that trust and you know that they have the same level of trust as you, then you have an open relationship, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that you can unfold or, you know, everything that's on your mind or in your heart, and they're there to support you and help you through whatever you need, you know?
Good man.
Oh, yeah. Amen.
My little words of wisdom. Guys, we're going to take an alternative approach.
All right. He's been thinking about that.
Look, bro. I genuinely, this is, I believe, 100 million% you need to have God at the center of your life, center of your heart. You got to honor your parents. You got to choose a good woman to go through life with.
Indeed.
If you're a woman, you need to choose a good man to go through life with. Look at how he treats his parents, how he treats his peers, how he treats his family, and likewise for the guy. You need to hold certain values. Not that I'm so experienced in life and whatever, but I've had enough in my life, and thank God He's given me the wisdom to know and be at peace with the fact that you need to stick to your guns in regards to this world. Don't be so quick and easy to fall into temptation of everyone's doing it. Not that bad, you know? Stick to your guns. There's a lot of bad things that's going on in this world. The world is coming to an end, and I genuinely believe that. Not like in an alien way, but seriously. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's happening, and I believe that this world is indoctrinated to think very devilish things and accept very devilish things, and it's all been very recently. If you do just a quick search of history and like you look back, say, 20, 30, 40 years, the world was so much more God-fearing and more. It does not to say that bad things didn't go on, but As in, they're really trying to. The world is really trying to push for that. It's okay to step away from God a little bit. You know what I mean? And so really, as a young people, whoever's watching this, old people even, stick to your guns. You know you have good morals, good values. Don't worry about the world. Don't worry about whoever's doing what. Don't try to compete. You be humble and you live happy. That's the most important thing. Once you're humble, you're happy, you know? And I think that's the most important thing in life.
Amen.
Seek the truth, not your truth or his truth. Seek the truth, because there's one objective truth. So just seek that, and then you'll find peace. When you accept it, but you can't just going on with from what.
What's on? My words of wisdom is, obviously what you said about religion, 110%. If God is with you, like nothing is impossible, everything's possible through Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Always be humble, not be pride, or not be prideful, and just be humble. That's all I have to say.
Baris. I feel like we left Baris.
Baris, man.
He's touched on everything I could possibly
It's
say.
so hard.
Guys,
It's
get the
everything you said.
translator.
Okay.
God is the center of your life.
That's it. It's only about God.
100%. Wake up, thank God, bro. Before you sleep, thank God. Throughout the day, bro. And I don't know, you get in your car, just thank God you got a car. Thank God for everything.
No way, I just want to hug you.
In other words, always like keep God in your life. Don't like forget like things can be taken away in a split second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't take things for granted. I don't know, just be in peace with yourself. Don't compete with other people.
Yeah, that's a big one right now.
You know what I mean? Like, people try to be other people. Like, you look at our boys, for example, like, music-wise, like, this guy plays drums, whereas this guy plays drums too, but they're both, like, completely different. But they're not trying to be like each other. But there's, like, other people trying to be like him, or trying to be like him, or trying to be like him, whatever. Like, everyone should be just themselves, original, I guess, like, it's at peace with themselves, not trying to compete, humble.
Love it.
Yeah, man.
Love you, bro.
There's one more thing I forgot, and it's probably on behalf of all the boys. We want to thank the boys for hosting us today. Thanks, boys, for taking us. I loved it, and it was really, really great, man. We should do it again.
Definitely. I was driving. I'm like, man, this is big. Like, we're actually moving. Like, this 2 months ago when I thought about this happening. So I'm like, I'm really, really glad that I got to know you boys. I'm still know you guys, and I know you guys are going to be around whenever I need you. So it's always a pleasure.
We'll be here for you, my brother.
Well, always a pleasure.
We will need you.
One day. Just for medical certificates. All right, man. It's been a
that was pretty deep. Yeah. Look, I think it's time to end it because I thought this was gonna be really like crazy and it was gonna be party. The floor was gonna break or some shit, but it was more. It was good. A lot of deep conversations, man. So that's what we want.
And you're bringing a different value to the entertainment industry. It's not just about parties, but
exactly.
there's always so much more to everyone in a room. That's what I had to bring into the audience. Is that there's always more to what you see from these people on the stage and dance floor.
I want to ask Roman something because you're the youngest amongst us all.
Yeah.
What do you think about like everything that? What do you think? Everything that we just said. How do you because you're basically now our what's it called? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. To be completely honest, what I see with people my age, with boys especially, is like there isn't much faith, and it's I don't know whether it's parents or maybe this generation. I don't know. Like I can't tell you, but it's more powerful than people think. I think, like, obviously at this age you're stupid. Like at my age you're stupid. You're just like, oh, like you take everything lightly. Like what you guys just said. Most people are just or some people are gonna take it lightly and be like, okay, yeah, sure, but. Like it has weight to it because I think your faith grows with age. As you get older, you naturally get more religious. And we saw that with our dad.
Attached to God, man.
Yeah, there was, and I think there's always those moments in life, whether it's death or something, and everything just goes the other way around. Yeah.
So I'll say just to finish it off, I guess this is my piece of advice for people my age, but learn to like just shut up, like seriously, and listen. Because this, if you notice, this entire podcast, I didn't say that much.
Yeah, I was about to say
And that wasn't because I don't know what to say. It's because I have people around me that are much more wiser than me, that have had much more experiences. I can talk shit for days. Like, that's just how I am. But when I'm surrounded by people who are generally quality and they know what they're doing and they have faith, I shut up and I listen. So I think that's advice for people my age, is to just...
That's wise, bro.
we can learn from you. Nah, seriously.
Yeah, but
There's always something to learn from everyone.
So I guess that's it. So I guess we'll finish it off. That's it, right?
man.
Hello, boys.
Peace out. Thank you guys.